Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we will do a detailed comparison of two mid-range phones, the Huawei Honor 4X with the Yu Yureka. So the Yu Yureka was announced early this year and was available exclusively on Amazon. The device was really a trendsetter in the budget or rather the mid-range category, and it was priced 8,999, and this device ports in 5.5-inch HD display. It's powered by Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor. That's a 64-bit octa-core processor with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage, and it has a 13 megapixel rear camera and a front-facing camera as well. So this runs Android 4.4 KitKat and has the Cyanogen OS on top of it. So this is the first device which has the exclusive rights in India with the Cyanogen OS. So that the Yu Yureka was a really massive hit in India. So now Huawei, which had pretty good success with the Honor Holy and Honor 6, has now released or rather announced the 4X, the Honor 4X, which was announced a couple of days back, and this device has almost similar specs to that of the Yu Yureka. This has a 5.5-inch HD display. It's powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core processor with 2 gigs of RAM. There is 8 gigs of internal storage, and there is also a 13 megapixel rear camera with LED flash. And also this runs Android 4.4 with the EMUI version 3.0 on top of it. So that's a custom UI. So going by the specs, both these devices are very similarly spec, but the pricing is slightly different. The Huawei Honor 4X comes for a price of 10,499, while the Yu Yureka is priced 8,999. So the Yu Yureka is priced much lesser than the Honor 4X. So we'll do a detailed comparison on whether which device is really worth the buy. So first let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see they are almost similar in terms of designs. You can see here the size and the dimensions of these two devices are very similar. You can see both have 5.5-inch HD display on the front panel. The rear panel has a matte finish rear panel and has a 13 megapixel rear camera. There is LED flash, but you can see although both these devices have a matte finish, we would say that the Honor 4X has a slightly better build because it has a textured finish, while the Yu Yureka has a matte finish. But the build quality on the Yu Yureka is also pretty good. Now talking about the design, you can see both the devices are almost similar. The Yu Yureka has a volume button on the left side, while the Honor 4X has power and volume buttons on this right side. So both the devices have the 3.5mm audio jack on the top and the micro USB charging slot is at the bottom. Now in the front panel, you can see both the devices have the 3 capacitive touch buttons. They are almost similar, while the Huawei Honor 4X has lollipop style buttons. They don't run actually lollipop, it runs Android 4.4 KitKat. Now with the Yu Yureka, you can customize the buttons and you can make this on screen, so that option is also there. So in the design and build quality, design wise both devices are exactly same, not much of a change with respect to design, while the build quality we would say the Honor 4X has slightly better build because of the rear panel, which has a slightly better quality than the Yu Yureka. Now moving on to the display, both these devices have the same 5.5-inch HD display. That's a 720p display, and it's really tough to choose one of the devices in terms of display quality. Both the devices have really good display quality. They're vibrant, the brightness levels are also pretty good, and the overall touch response is also pretty good, and even the viewing angles are also pretty much the same. So in the display performance, both the devices are almost same, so we can't really choose one device over the other because they have almost similar performance. Now moving on to the software and performance. So this is one area where both these devices vary a lot, because the Huawei Honor 4X has the Android 4.4 KitKat, and it runs the custom EMUI version 3.0. So the EMUI does not have an app launcher. It does comes with multiple home screens. So you can see here these are the multiple home screen. It has a customized notification center. It has the shortcuts and the notification center. And even in the settings, if you go, it has a custom settings panel where you can it does offer a lot of options to customize. It has few options like the motion control, there is double tap to wake, and few other options included. So this runs Android 4.4 KitKat, and the company has already mentioned that this device would get the Android Lollipop update sometime later this year. So in terms of the software, this is pretty decently designed software and looks pretty good. But having said that, there are some areas which are not really polished. Say for example, the icons are not really to everyone's liking. So there are lots of issues in terms of the overall design of the software, but it does offer lots of features when compared to the stock Android. Now moving on to the Yu Yureka, this is the first phone in India which was officially announced with the Cyanogen OS. So with Cyanogen OS, you can see this is almost a custom build on top of Android 4.4 KitKat, and you can see the notification center. It's customized notification center. There is a lot of options. If you go to the settings, it offers lots of customizations with respect to themes, status bar, notification drawer. As I said before, you can even customize the 3 capacitive touch buttons and make them on screen buttons. So there are profiles and a lot of themes to choose from. So there are lots of features available in the Yu Yureka with Cyanogen, which is otherwise not available on most of the other devices or with stock Android. So that's one good thing about this device, and moreover the company is already promised Android Lollipop update, so it should be coming in couple of weeks time. So the Yu Yureka will be getting the Lollipop update much faster than the Honor 4X. So that was the software side. Now talking about the performance, the Huawei Honor 4X is powered by Snapdragon 410 quad-core processor, and the Yu Yureka runs on the Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor, which is 64-bit processor. So in terms of the performance, with normal usage, we don't really see any big difference in terms of the performance, but the Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor is better than the Snapdragon 410 processor, because that's an octa-core processor. But probably if you run too many apps and games in the background, then the Snapdragon octa-core processor might come into play. But for an average user who does only casual gaming and runs only few apps, there isn't much of a difference between these two devices. But having said that, the gaming performance is better on the Yu Yureka. There is a crashing issue with respect to the Honor 4X in terms of gaming performance. Although many games run, there is slight issue with certain games. On the other hand, the Yu Yureka does not have any issues with the gaming, but there is another issue with Yu Yureka in terms of the gaming. That's heating issue. The Snapdragon 615 is known for heating, so if you play too many games or heavy graphic rich games, the Yu Yureka might heat up. But then we would select the Yu Yureka in terms of the overall performance when compared to the Honor 4X. The call quality on both these devices are pretty good, and the speaker performance is pretty decent on both these devices. The Yu Yureka comes with a rear speaker, so if you place the device horizontally on a flat surface, then the music might be interrupted. But the Honor 4X has a speakers located at the bottom, so that will not interrupt the performance. So that's one good thing about the Honor 4X. So if you look at the software and performance aspect of these two devices, we would say that the Yu Yureka wins because it has a Cyanogen OS and also the octa-core processor. Now let's talk about the camera on these two smartphones. So both these devices come with 13 megapixel rear camera and LED flash. So let's first see the camera interface on the Honor 4X. So this is the camera interface, so it does offer lots of features. So you can record videos in 1080p. There is a good amount of features available. So here you can see this offers panorama, HDR, audio note, best photo. There is all focus, watermark, and other settings also available. So it's a feature rich camera, and it can record videos in 1080p as well. So the front facing camera is also pretty good. Now let's see the interface on the Yu Yureka. So the Yu Yureka has a custom UI. So you can see here you can swipe from top or bottom to change the modes. So you can see these are the modes available: action, HDR, auto, and this can. So it also has the settings where you can select the photo size and other options. It also supports video recording in 1080p. Now comparing the photo and video samples, we would say that the Honor 4X has a slightly better camera than the Yu Yureka. The quality of photos looks pretty good on both these devices, but the overall quality in terms of the sharpness, the color quality, and also the low light imaging capabilities, we would say the Honor 4X has a slightly better camera than the Yu Yureka. But having said that, the Yu Yureka camera is also still the best in the price range of 8 to 9K, since the Honor 4X is priced above the rupees 10K mark. So that was the camera aspect. Both these devices have front facing selfie camera, and they perform pretty good. So overall in the camera performance, we would pick the Honor 4X. Now talking about the battery performance, the Honor 4X has a massive 3000 mAh battery, while the Yu Yureka has a 2500 mAh battery. The battery performance on Yu Yureka is pretty decent, even though it has a lower capacity when compared to the Honor 4X. So if you take the overall battery performance, we would say that the Honor 4X with 3000 mAh battery is better than the Yu Yureka. So we are talking about the display, the design, build, the software performance, the camera, and also the battery life. So where does the Honor 4X win? So Honor 4X has a slightly better build quality, even though the design is very similar to the Yu Yureka, and the display is almost in par with the Yu Yureka. The camera is better on the Honor 4X, and even the battery performance. Now where does the Yu Yureka win? The Yu Yureka has exceptional software in terms of the Cyanogen, which is highly customizable and offers lots of options which are not available in the Huawei Honor 4X, and it also has better performance in terms of the gaming and the overall software experience. And it also will get the Lollipop update much faster than the Honor 4X, so that's where the Yu Yureka wins. And the important aspect with these two devices is the pricing. The Honor 4X is priced almost 1.5k higher than the Yu Yureka. But the good thing about the Honor 4X is that it will be available on Flipkart starting March 30th. So it will not be a flash sale, you can pick it from Flipkart. On the other hand, the availability of Yu Yureka is a big question because it's available only once in a week on Amazon. So you need to be really lucky to get one device from the Amazon flash sale. So these were the aspects of both the devices. So obviously the better value for money is the Yu Yureka because it's priced lesser. But if you're looking for a better battery performance and also slightly better camera, then the Honor 4X is also pretty good buy. So that was a detailed comparison of the Honor 4X with the Yu Yureka. So that's all guys, hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.